Oh, Shane Perry tried it. Oh, he definitely tried it. I've only gotten through 4 minutes and 41 seconds of this video on joy105.com. I've been watching and reading the text messages at the same time. Baby, I jumped on this computer so fast after this man said that he was in the army and his mama didn't know, his kids didn't know. He was talking about all about these deployments and everything. Really? Like, does Shane Perry realize that's public information anybody can get and verify? Huh? Okay. I have so much to say, but I'm going to stop, start. Be back. Nope, I'm gonna make y'all behind sit here and listen to this part right along with me. Let me turn my darn TV up.
One of these soft church dudes. Yes, sir, Bishop. Yes. No, you violated, man. So when I got assaulted, it traumatized me. Think about it. For 31 years, y'all didn't even know I was in the army. I
31 years of him being in your ministry, being around you all, and none of you knew that he was in the army. Like, he never stood up and decided to participate in any Veterans Day activities, services, or nothing. He never volunteered within your your denomination to go minister to people who are coming back from deployments, go to the VA outreach or anything like that. Never. Okay.
never told anybody. My kids didn't know anything about me. My mama was, I was showing her all my awards and my medals. I gave them to her. And she was like, Shane, I had no idea.
You, how your mama not gonna know that you in the military? Like, let's go.
I know I kept it from you guys because what I saw in combat, man, was bad, but I think I seen worse in the church.
You see what kind of despicable, disgusting, vile mess this is. This is a stick up. This is a stick up. This is a money grab. Do you see how he framed this as if he has PTSD and saying that what he experienced that night is more traumatic than being downrange in combat in an active war zone? So I already see how this freak, this weirdo, this charlatan, this thief, he's trying to intimidate them with buzzwords. Sitting here, I was traumatized, man. Try, oh, honey, let's go. Let's go.
I'm serious. And so here I am. I'm talking to a guy named Carlton. Can't think of his name. But anyway, he turned on me. Look, I thought he was being my friend. He said, man, go. I didn't know DJ.
Listen to this text message. I would have loved to done this in house, but I see I have to go higher to get anything done. I'm sorry, Bishop, that this happened to me. I can't lay down and take this. I'm getting death threats from this as well. He lying. He trying to get some money. He
Told
lying.
I was going to be on there, I would have never done the show. He said, go on and tell your story about what happened to you. Man, when I got on there, all
Then a bishop, I don't know, I think this was Bishop Sheard. He said, hey, brother, I'm speaking to security right now. Hopefully it won't happen again. Hang in there.
I wanted to do is go at me. I'm already traumatized. And
Then he says, you should be talking to me as requested. Respectfully, I have no choice to go legal. I had over 4.2 million views when I took it all down off social media. So the world is aware, and I have massive support from this. He's threatening, but let's go.
took advantage of that. My own daughter was on my other phone like, Dad, Just get offline with him, daddy. Don't let him do you like this, dad.
Oh my God, this nigga. Oh my God. Hold on. We got to replay this part where he talking about the child said, "Yeah, ooh, honey,
Oh, I didn't know DJ Senegal was going to be on there. I would have never done the show. He said, go on and tell your story about what happened to you. Man, when I got on there, all they wanted to do is go at me. I'm already traumatized. And they took advantage of that. My own daughter was on my other phone, like, Daddy, just get offline with him, Daddy. Don't let him do you like this, Daddy. Don't let the world see you like this, Daddy. She was only 14. And I did. I got off.
no, he did not. No, he did not. No, this boy, honey, went for. Oh, baby, I can't take it. She's only this Joker is a master of manipulation. And it's so preliminary, like low level manipulation, but he trying to, push out these little fake cries and everything, baby. They're gonna tear us behind up in court. I already see it.
I got off. And they kept.
The white security, I just left. What are we doing here? Basically asking, what you gonna do? I came in, but I need protection from these goons. Okay, that's what he's referring to. And he said, is Robbie with you? No, sir. I'm alone. I feel uncovered. I shouldn't feel this way at church, Bishop. It's becoming discouraging. He is a master manipulator, and he's trying very hard to intimidate these bishops. And he's putting specific wording in his text messages. He's not dumb at all, but he is dumb at the same time.
And get me back on because they want salacious material. They want to see a man broken and wounded and see what they can pull out of him. Well, you pull the dog out. So,
Baby, as long as you always know that you were a dog all the way through and through, honey, that's all that matters. Long as you know, baby, that you've always been a dog. That's all we care about, honey.
I mean, do you know how many people call me NIGGA on a daily basis?
Well, baby, I just called you one because it just flew out my mouth. I didn't mean it in a nice way, neither. Honey, I meant it at describing a very despicable, immoral, depraved, lying, manipulating, thieving, money grab, exploitive individual on my screen. That's what I meant when I said it. But yeah.
I was just called that by 4 different preachers yesterday in a loving manner. Somebody just sent me a message on Facebook because they know what's going on and what's being said.
Now, I want y'all to pause a minute because I
Daily
do
basis.
have a portion I want to read real quick when he was touting about his injuries and everything. So give me a second. This text message reads, my upper back and wrist are injured from tonight. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. We're all going to have to sit down and work something out. I don't deserve this. Basically, he like, what kind of numbers are we talking about? Like, we need to meet up because I mean, you need to give me some money from my doctor's office, my visit, my pain and suffering, my humiliation, my civil rights, whatever. Let me tell you something. You have to be very careful in your denomination, COGIC, because the reality is you all do have a lot of money. Now he done set his behind there and watch Bishop Shear receive I think it was $100,000 check from the women's ministry. See, y'all, I have to give it to you. You all have a lot of money. And this individual, he's always had his eye on it. He's always had his hand on it. Always. And he still want access to it. That's what this is about. But he's not a Christian. You need to understand that.
In a loving manner. Somebody just sent me a message on Facebook because they know what's going on.
He said, nah, they violated and it's already out. It was posted automatically when I was live. The internet was bad, so it must have posted when I got out. It's out there now. We can negotiate that along with the egregious disrespect, lack of situational awareness, and once again, a false arrest. I'm on my way to Mason's Temple. This is the thing. If Memphis PD arrested you, that's not on COGIC at all. You have to be arrested if you commit or break a law. And clearly they saw you did something.
Being said, and they were like, I love you, NIGGA. And these are black people. So I hear this word all day, every day. I'm called this word all day, every day. That's what you're.
He said, no problem. I'm coming back down, just seeing where you were. Thank you for helping. I'm good. And then I think Bishop Porter, basically told him, we have the Board of Bishops banquet. My tickets are $500. Honey, I want to go to the Board of Bishops banquet for $500. I would spend them $500 to go to that banquet. I sure would. Honey, I bet that food better have been exquisite and fit for kings and queens. Okay, that sounds like a good old meal. Sound like fundraising time coming up.
Not taken into consideration. So it takes a lot of self-discipline.
He said, hey, Shane, take this mess down. You are now messing me up. This kind of conversation that you are suggesting is not positive. Talking about preaching better than someone is so immature and childish. You are giving them reasons for their actions. Don't hinder my ability to help you. I agree with Bishop Porter, because when he made that comment, talking about they mad, they just hate, and that was so ignorant. It was just ratchet. It was just trashy, and you're talking about a national convocation, holy services. And he talking about who he can preach under the table and all of this. Ain't nobody letting you have access to them souls. Like, I don't care.
To not say that word when that's all you're hearing. Like in Birmingham, the new thing, well, it's not new, but what they say here is, okay, that's what's up, bid. Man, I was down here, I was like, what's up, bid? How's it going, bid? Because the lingo association breeds assimilation. So for me, I always safeguarded against that word because I knew I may be cool with these guys saying it, but other people may be sensitive about it. And you can use the word, but I can't use the word.
He said, I tried, Bishop. I could never preach again, obviously. How did me getting embarrassed twice in front of the entire church, slammed against a cop car, injured, handcuffed, placed in the back of a cop car in front of everyone become my fault? Now they're saying I asked people for money at Mason Temple and somehow got me kicked out of the Sheraton. Never heard from you or Drew. I want to know something. When did he become on first name basis with Bishop Sheard? He has, I'm telling you all, he has no respect for Black people at all. And he doesn't have any respect for your denomination. He showed up for trouble. He showed up for something. Just know that. And he's getting what he wanted. I'm serious. He has no respect. He's calling this man by his first name. Like, he's talking about the denomination he claims to be a part of. He's referring to the presider as by his first name. I don't even feel comfortable saying Bishop Sheard's name, first name. That, like, some things you just, but this guy is so full of himself and full of demons, he has no respect for you all. Let's just listen.
I don't want to use the word, but I was traumatized, and this man was challenging me, calling me out of my.
He said, I am sorry to hear that. This is Bishop Porter. I am sorry to hear this. The presiding bishop, as I stated, knew nothing about this and was willing to speak with you. We have had a very rigid schedule, but as he was willing to speak with you. However, saying you are going to take legal action now reduces our ability to proceed in conversations. I have shown you nothing but love and respect. Plus, I offered to help you bring closure to this matter. Listen, Bishop Porter is right. Once he say the L word, which is lawyer or legal, out of his mouth, conversation end. It should stop immediately. Okay, but that is the right protocol. What Bishop Porter said, it is. And by the way, Bishop Porter need to have some friends. I'm talking about his best friend, closest friend, um he needs somebody who's going to talk to him, because Bishop Porter name shows up in entirely too much mess, and it is tarnishing his reputation and legacy, and somebody need to talk to him about that from a loving place.
And he's gay as a $3 bill, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and take that. And then
He said it falls on, I'm not going to say his first name, it falls on Bishop Sheard's head. He's the leader. I have tried to talk numerous times. Saying your schedule is tight lets me know that I'm not that important to you all, and you don't take this matter seriously. Listen, it's a whole convocation going on. I am certain they are running around like chickens with their head cut off, right? And he expect to say the word lawyer and his little text intimidations and all of that to mean that Bishop Porter should jump. When he say jump, like he has lost his skull, like he has gone crazy. But I want you all to notice up under, right above that text message, it says 2 replies, but only 1 reply showing on the screen. And there's a reason Shane don't want that reply to be shown, and I'm sure it's not favorable for him.
Pretty traumatized. So if y'all want to hold me accountable for that one moment over 31 years.
He said, I love you, Brandon, but this is egregious and I'm not going to take this again. Limit your ability. Wow, you all haven't done anything but try to sweep it under the rug. I reposted it and I will expose the church even more than it already has. My influence and reach extends beyond COGIC, and you know this. People are disgusted at how I was treated. Honey, this ain't nothing but white privilege in your face. How much you want to bet? I bet you he voted for Trump. I bet you he voted for Trump. I see it in his wording and everything else. Y'all let that boy get close in proximity to Black people. And now he sat right there talking about how he know the church is fake and how a woman was singing praise and worship, and then she turned around and she was partying. First thing I thought to myself is, you saw her partying, drinking, and hanging out. Then y'all were partying and drinking and hanging out at the same place. So you ain't clean neither. You were foul too.
50 years on this planet. You want to hold that over my head? Go ahead. Just know, you need to understand what had happened to me then.
He said Bishop Sheard should have made a public apology to him. So if you all want to negotiate terms, we can do that. Or I go for millions and expose you all. Your choice. Again, let me tell you something. This is sounding a whole lot like bribery. Huh? Did you hear me? It sounds a lot like bribery and coercion. And I don't know if he can face criminal charges for this, but I will look it up before in the morning.
And the fact that I was in Puerto Rico, so they was in their mama's basement doing the live. I was on the beach in Puerto Rico. So the fact that I made it to Puerto Rico was a miracle. And it took God and my training to get me out of that situation, and I escaped. Now, all that is clear. I got one charge from that. Literally, it was the original charge was public intoxication. But when they sent me to the hospital after they assaulted me and beat me the first time, they drew my blood. So
I'm not going to play no more. This is at 20 minutes, and I've only watched 7 minutes of this darn video, and I'll watch the rest and give you commentary. But I'm not sure if this can be a criminal charge against him. because there's too much evidence in the text messages and what he's saying that he don't have anything that'll stand, not even like a glass of water. He don't have a leg to stand on. No, he don't, because I'm sure they already know what they're dealing with. I'll be back, y'all, with part 2.